All right, we're not going to do any music. Good afternoon, y'all. I am going to say this right now that anybody that I feel is financially irresponsible, I'm banishing you out of my business. Yeah, I'm seriously. I'm going to tell you what I see is financially irresponsible. And this just dawned on me that I've been battling with this spirit for years now, and it's gotten worse. And it it's coming and stemming from one client right now. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've been dealing with this client for years. And I don't give a shit what anybody thinks of me discussing what I'm dealing with this client. I'm not calling her name, so it doesn't matter. But here's what I'm trying to enlighten y'all on. Okay? Here's what I want to talk about. Listen, if you are a client and you contact me and you say, Jamila, I have a job. I have two jobs. But on one of my jobs, the boss that I work for is unstable, okay? Unstable, emotionally, emotionally unstable, and is now all of a sudden not putting me on the schedule. Now, first of all, not my fault, not my problem, but I'm willing to help. I have a job that I depend on to pay my bills, but I don't even know this lady's last name. All I know is that she got me a job and I want to keep it, and she pays well. The job pays well. But a month ago, the boss took me to the job, I'm sorry, to the bank, left me at the bank, pretty much drove off, left me at the bank, right? I got to tell y'all this story. Is because you can't make this shit up because I'm not making it up, right? Right off the bat, if somebody gives you a ride to the bank, leaves you at the bank, just drives off all of a sudden while you're in the bank, but you're depending on this person for this job and for money to pay your bills and to support yourself. Because I personally, if somebody did that to me, I would not work for them. I wouldn't do it. I would not depend on them to employ me. You continue to accept a job and a position through this person, right? Now, all of a sudden, you're not being put on the schedule. Again, not Jamila's fault, your fault. You called me with this story after I hadn't spoke with you for months already because of your instability and your unstable behavior. Okay. Right. All of a sudden, you're not being put on the schedule. You want to keep the job, right? You want to keep the job. You asked me to do job security work for you, which I can do that. Okay. Obviously, I've been doing it for years, right? I'm more stable than a multi-million dollar fucking company who is supposed to be a landlord. That's how I see myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to take, somebody like myself is not going to take on the responsibility of an unstable person after already dealing with an unstable fucking landlord and suffering the pitfalls of that. Now you call me with this burden of this boss that is supposed that that you haven't heard from. You've been somehow still working and being put on the schedule. Now all of a sudden, this boss that got this job for you is not putting you on the schedule. All of a sudden, you want the job and you want the boss, but you don't want to pay me to actually do the work. You want me to do the work for you for cheap, not doing it. I'm sorry. You need to pay what you weigh when it comes to your situation. You tell me, you tell me that you cannot pay me, actually pay me to do the work because you have to buy your nieces a Christmas present. Okay, this is where you're going to be banned and banished from my business. First of all, I know this client. And every year, this client ends up very financially strapped because she's trying to play Santa. First of all, your nieces are not your kids, they're your nieces. You are dealing with an unstable boss. You are dealing with financial issues coming up. Come. People go nuts around Christmas time. If you cannot afford Christmas, you cannot afford Christmas. Christmas is something extra that you obviously cannot afford, or you need to spend less on Christmas. Okay. There are people that, and I'm going to tell you something. I've seen it happen. Some of my enemies will spend a bunch of money on Christmas and then come and stalk High Priestess Jamila, thinking that you're going to get some fucking blood out of a damn turnip, and I ain't nothing but a damn turnip for you. Okay, so I know how people get around this time of the year. Okay, and this very same client ended up owing her landlord a balance the same time of the year because y'all become possessed, and all of a sudden, oh, I want to buy somebody something for Christmas even though I really can't afford it, and I think that I'm gonna go to Jamila and put that spirit of instability on Jamila. So Jamila, I want you to do free spiritual work for me to deal with my unstable boss so that you can lose your time and your money so that I can buy a goddamn Christmas gift. No, honey, get your fucking priorities straight. Get your priorities straight. You're not going to drop off your spirit of instability from your crazy ass boss on to me so that you can go and buy a fucking Christmas gift for your nieces that never even talk to your ass. You don't even never talk to these nieces. They don't call you. They obviously don't give a shit about you. Do you spirit that I am not fucking dealing with? Listen, sometimes you have to say, listen, there have been times where I've uh, I've been able to buy lots of Christmas gifts. Lots. Ain't nobody rich. Ain't none of y'all rich. None of y'all are rich people. None of y'all. Stop. People that have financial issues like that, what you need to do is you need to send a Christmas card with $5 in it. It's the thought that counts. You're not rich. I'm not going to be sitting over here being compromised. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to be compromised and my family over here starving and out in the fucking cold so that you can fucking play Christmas for Santa only so that shortly after Christmas you going to end up without a job and no damn money. And I'm supposed to sit up here and not check your ass as a client. And then also not only that, you're paying for a reading. You want to know what the fuck is getting ready to happen. So you pay me gleefully for a reading, and I'm telling you what the fuck is going to happen. You're going to end up losing money, losing your job is what spirit is trying to tell you, hon. Now, you've been a client, the person been a client for several years now, hon. What's going to happen is that while you're trying to play Santa, okay, while you're trying to play Santa Claus for your nieces who never call you, okay? While you're trying to play Santa Claus for your nieces who never call you, they never see how you're doing. They never even check on you. They don't give a damn about you. While you're trying to play Santa, you gonna end up losing your job. You already got an unstable boss. Okay. See, instability is a spirit. I'm not dealing with your spirit of instability for free. I'm not dealing with it. I got to do all kind of transmutation work. I got to get all kinds of goddamn crystals and shit. We got to get some pyrite and stuff to help your situation out. Listen, boo boo, you need to say the hell with buying Christmas and handle your business. If you are 5 steps out of your fucking job, right? You're basically 5 steps out of your because Jamila ain't gonna go through no changes. Jamila gonna get her money regardless, boo boo. Jamila's gonna make sure that Jamila has a roof over her head. That's how my spirits do. Okay. Regardless to if you decide that you're going to do what? You're pretty much skating on thin ice financially, right? You're skating on thin ice financially. I can show you my clientele right now, right now, the clients that I'm working with right now. I can show that to you. You're over there telling me that that for the past month you were put on the schedule to work a job provided for you by a lady that you don't even know her last name, right? Okay, we don't need the last name. So that means that there's going to take a lot of deep focus here, okay? You're telling me that you're working for an unstable person that you don't know their last name, but you want this job. Now all of a sudden they're not putting you on the schedule. So essentially that means that you don't even have that job anymore. So you're telling me to get the job back for you for some reason through this unstable person. And you can't pay me for the spiritual work because you got to buy your niece's a Christmas present. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You gonna end up having some financial difficulty. See, that is bad financial decisions. That's called making bad financial decisions. Okay, it is. You fucking up. I'm sorry, hun. I have to keep it real sometimes with clients. I do. I don't. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of my clients are like dreams. They just and their lives are good. You know what I'm saying? They don't do stupid stuff like that. They don't come at me like that, right? They don't. They don't come at me like that. This lady is in her 60s. Pardon me. She's never purchased a home. She was renting a room for the past. I'm about to put it all out there because I want y'all to understand. This is what I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand that instability comes from a spirit. That's a spirit. And you want me to wrestle with that spirit for free? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do the work that you want me to have done and take my time out to do work on this unstable person, trying to stabilize them, trying to stabilize this person for free. Now, obviously, if you've been a client of mine for several years, you already know that my work works. You already know that my money works, baby. You already know that. You just can't afford Christmas, sweetie. You can't look. I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. These are your problems. I didn't speak to you. I didn't send that person to you. You ran into this person somewhere the past several months. Ran into this person. This is a new person in your life that just so happened to give you a ride to the bank and left you there at the bank. And you expect me to keep you on as a client when you're basically a struggle client, when I basically have to literally break out my sulfur dealing with your cases. I'm sorry, sweetie. No, no. And then you tell me, well, I can't actually pay for the work because Christmas is coming up and I have to buy my nieces some Christmas present. What would y'all do if y'all were a spiritualist doing work for somebody like that? What would y'all do? What would y'all do? Would y'all tell that person, hey, listen, you need to get your shit together? Or would you be like, oh, I'm just gonna be nice and do it? I'm not gonna be nice and do it. I don't have to be nice and do it. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. And then a lot of my clients know that I was just awarded some money. I'm not gonna get that money for another week or so. I have to survive until then, hun. I have to buy groceries for my family. We can't sit over here and starve to death so that your fucking nieces can have fucking Christmas gifts this year and they don't even appreciate it. A lot of y'all are buying Christmas gifts for people that don't even fucking appreciate the shit that's what I don't understand. So this is the reason why I'm dropping the client. You dropped, and I'm banishing all that shit up out of my place. I don't have time for that. Some of these clients will bring these bad spirits into your fucking life. And then when we're dealing with these spirits on you, when we're dealing with this shit, you don't even want to appreciate it. You want to take it for granted. You want to act like you just dumped your shit off on me and it's not going to happen. That's not even how it works. That's not even how it works, hon. And then if you don't pay enough for your spiritual work, it's not going to matter. Oh, I can't pay for spiritual work because I have to pay for Christmas. Okay. Well, then you know what? We'll see how that works out for you, hon. We'll see how that works out for you. You're not going to sacrifice Jamila and her children. It's a lot of people out here that will uh, uh, kill innocent people so that they can buy a fucking Christmas gift. That ain't gonna happen over here, honey. I will invoke, like seriously. I will invoke my demonic protection from death. I'm not gonna deal with clients that are doing stupid shit like that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be sitting over here dealing with your spiritual shit for free. I'm not gonna fucking do it so that you can go and do Christmas and so that me and my family can sit over here and fucking starve to death while I'm supposed to fucking sit over here and do fucking free work for you. Get the fuck out of my life. Get the fuck out of my life. And this is the reason why a lot of y'all got cut the motherfuck off, and I don't give a shit, bitch. Take your ass on somewhere. And first of all, clients that got less struggle can come to me. Fuck that shit. Uh-uh. And the only reason why I'm reacting this way is because this client is kind of ghetto. And she's not black either. A lot of people assuming she's black. No, this lady's I think she's Puerto Rican. Baby. No, hun, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I think she may be she's from I'm not gonna say where she's from. All I know is that honey, is it my fault that you made a decision as a fucking adult? Then this is where clients will try to make it seem like everything that they do all of a sudden is your fucking fault or like, no, hun, I haven't spoke to you when I was not talking to you for the same fucking reason before I lovingly accepted you back as a client after I already told you to get the fuck on somewhere. So I'm gonna take responsibility for my fuck up by letting your ass back into my business. Right. Right. Is it my fault that you decided to pay your bills with this unstable fucking person who you only know her first name? Is that my fault that you decided to do that? No, it's not. So now you're dealing with this unstable person that will not return your phone calls. By the way, that you told me that you cussed her out. I think the reason why she's not calling me back is because I cussed her out after she left me at the bank. Duh. You think? You lucky she even left you on the schedule. She probably told them to take you off the schedule because she didn't realize you was on the schedule still after you cussed her out. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Hey, street poet, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I swear to goddess. This is when I will drop you as a client and go up, not dealing with it. And then you trying to make excuses telling me, hun, some of y'all clients can't afford Christmas. Some of y'all clients, Christmas is going to put you in debt. It's going to put you in debt because for some reason, I don't know why these companies be doing these layoffs and stuff. People be losing their jobs after Christmas. I wonder why. People do lose. I don't know why that happens. It'd be like for some reason you be partying on Christmas and by New Year's you be looking for a new damn job. I don't understand it. See, this is the reason why I started my company so I don't have to deal with that shit. Don't get mad at me because I'm an entrepreneur and I run my own shit. And then plus, this is spiritual work that we're doing. Your boss has the same spirit of instability on her that you got on you. So now I'm entangled with you people. And in order for me to make you more stable, you got to pay me. Because what the boss needs is a chakra alignment and cleanse. I I want to work for this person. I desire to work this job because it pays good. But you know what? You got to pay what you fucking weigh. I don't do job spells for free. What the fuck? And if you feel some type of way, then go and pray to Jesus. If Jesus was doing it for you, honey, would you be at my business? No, you wouldn't. Jesus don't do that. Jesus was a healer that healed people of afflictions and wounds and things of that nature. You're talking about money and finance and a job. Jesus don't have nothing to do with that. He'll leave the building. He'll be like, oh, I'm out of here. Let me go back over here to Pastor because Pastor the only one that get paid through Jesus. So you can go and cry to Jesus about me, like, so Jesus is gonna force me to do free work for you. Jesus is gonna force me to be out in the damn cold in the fucking 20-degree weather with my children. I don't fucking think so. This is how I pay my fucking bills too. And clearly you're dealing with this person's bad spirits, baby. You can't do that. No. And if you don't get the work done on the book, then go find another job. Didn't nobody tell you to work for this lady any damn way? Go find another job then. Well, I don't want to do that because she pays good and you know what I'm saying? Well, then listen, because I always, if you tell me you dealing with a person, even if you get a reading on your man, if you get a reading on your man, my policy is to read the chakras first. We looking at that person. We looking directly at what the hell is going on with that person. So a lot of y'all that be having problems with y'all man, y'all can come to me and you know, granted, he's not a narcissist. Now, if he's narcissistic, you can't do a fucking thing with a narcissistic person. Narcissistic people do not respond well to healing. It's like they're connected to a fucking black hole or a void. If your man ain't no narcissist, if he's a narcissist, the only thing we can do is curse him. That's it. That's all we can do is curse a man. That's a narcissist, baby. Okay, but if he's a normal man, because narcissistic people are not fucking normal. They're not, they don't operate like fucking normal people. And a lot of y'all be accusing people of being narcissistic that are not true narcissists. Trust me, we've seen what true narcissists are like. True narcissists will fucking lie on you and they will damn near get you killed. And we got narcissistic people out here accusing normal people of being narcissistic, and they not. Okay? And I've seen it. If your man having some issues, all I got to do is read his chakras and I can see exactly what's wrong with him and what he needs. Just the same thing with you. I don't feel good. My stomach has been hurting. I'm not feeling well. Okay? Our healing practices are based around the chakras, which is why we read the chakras and let you know what's going on. And it's either going to be an internal influence or an external influence as far as to what's going on. So what I was telling this person, and this person got upset because of Christmas. Girl, would you stop with the whole, I want to get my nieces something for Christmas. Is that my problem? Is that my problem that you want to get your nieces something for Christmas when you can't even afford it? You obviously, if you're having spiritual problems like that, investing in Christmas is a fucking mistake, baby. Investing that much money in Christmas. And you know what? I'm not going to deal with it with clients anymore. I normally I can afford Christmas because of these clients that I've been dealing with, and I've been so nice enough to deal with you. I'm not dealing with you no more. I ain't been able to really afford to even get Dollar Tree gifts for my kids for Christmas. And you talking about spending buku bank on Christmas while dumping your fucking problems on me? You got me fucked up. Client don't have no children of her own, which I've been trying to get her to discuss the pain from not having any children of her own. And she doesn't want to do it. She's in denial, right? And I think that that's why she's stuck on this time of the year, going into this psychosis of, I want to buy my nieces something for Christmas. Okay, well, you know what? They got a big lots. They got 5 and below. Go buy them a couple of nice gifts and call it a day. You're getting ready every year. This client has been with me for 6 years, and I'm done. If she does, if she can't get it together this year, I'm done. Every year, this client fails to even pay her goddamn rent because of Christmas. Every year. Because she's trying to buy Christmas gifts for people. There's a problem with that. That you're going broke at Christmas spending money that you don't actually have. I'm not going to break you on Christmas. And a couple of my clients that got dropped tried to act like my Sabbath was too expensive. And that's why they got dropped. My Sabbath is way less than than you would go to church and pay tithes. The church is asking for what, 30% of your income for the month? Girl, bye. I ain't doing it. This is the reason why I'm accepting new clients, because some of my clients that have been with me for years, they make bad decisions. Oh, Jamila, I need you to do work on my landlord to make them let me stay, even though I owe them $1,000 balance. Okay, I can buy you about. I bought her a year or two. Her landlord let her skate for 2 years because of me. 2 years because of the work that I did for her. She had $1,000 balance that she owed towards that rent. And the landlord, because of the work that I did on the landlord, did not say anything to her until they bought in this other lady that cleaned everybody up out of there. Said, if you owe a balance, you gotta go. Otherwise, my spirit, Santa Muerta gave her 2 extra years with $1,000 balance in arrears with her landlord, and then gonna come at me and try to tell me thousand on you when every year that's a curse. And you want me to hold your curses for you? Here, Jamila, hold this curse for me. Uh, well, you know what? We can work on transmuting this. You want to transmute it? Well, guess what? That's going to cost you some money. For me to transmute a curse, the bare minimum is 500 for me to transmute the negativity of a curse. Because, honey, no, I don't think so. And then that's when clients like that will try to go and do. I've had some nightmare clients. I've been in business for 10 years. I've had some nightmare clients that have done the most. I don't just kick them out of my business, which is why I've had fucking problems myself. I've had problems because I don't just leave people out in the fucking cold because I'm kind and nice and forgiving. I've had issues my goddamn self because of that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I ain't having this shit no more. Mm-mm. And I'm not talking about financial issues because I know how to separate shit. There's some people that have it's a mental illness to try to correlate everything to everything. Everything ain't connected. It's not. When I had problems with my landlord, it had nothing to do with her, nothing to do with nobody else. It was a problem with the fucking landlord directly. Okay. Gotta learn how to separate shit. Okay. I'm not gonna sit up here and go, oh, I had problems with my landlord because of my animes or because of my clients. Because what? You can go and look at the landlord reviews, and that's why that like it's called common sense that I have. Okay. Yeah, practical common sense. Okay. So, there are some people that are bad with money like that. And that's why I'm so happy that I got the hell away from that landlord when I did, finally, because they're bad with money. You're a multi-million dollar company, but you can't take care of your properties. Go look at their reviews. They still getting complaints from People's Homeowners Association. They're literally buying houses in neighborhoods, and these people, the neighbors, are complaining about the landlord, about my old landlord. So I would never blame my clients on the issues with my landlord. But I will tell you this, is that dealing with them bad spirits, from the clients, I know exactly how to deal with them. I know exactly how to deal with your bad spirits. But if you're not cooperating with me and you're expecting me to give you free work, I'm not going to goddamn do it. I'm not gonna goddamn do it. I'm not. Why in the fuck? What the fuck? Do I look like I just got free time to give to people? My time is my money. Just like your time is your money. Do you go to work and work for free? I'm just keeping it a buck. And a lot of clients that have, they lose their mind every damn year. And it's like, girl, it's like, do you not realize that while you're distracted by Christmas, I'm seeing all of this stuff come towards you. It's obvious this is when your enemies see my enemies. I already got my enemies taken care of. Whoever don't like Jamila, you don't like Jamila, you honey, you already binded, and you can't get in. And I got problems with enemies that I have big problems with enemies that I'm talking about otherworldly beings and people that be trying to hijack my ass because for some reason I'm valuable to these people. And they can't hijack me for shit. They be trying to kidnap me spiritually. They be trying to take me into their they be trying to put me in they tubes and shit. I'm just telling y'all, man, for real. For real. Like let's keep it real though. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. A lot of y'all that are not paying attention to what's happening spiritually, y'all are going to have issues in the future, in the near future, because you're focused on trying to impress somebody by spending a bunch of money on fucking Christmas. And that's a problem. And then also, there's been times where this client has done uh like spiritual work for her family, and her family refuses to fucking acknowledge her spiritual beliefs. So basically she takes on all the burden of the family, basically. I ain't about to have this shit. I don't do free spiritual work for family either, except for my kids and my grandbabies. Otherwise, I don't do free spiritual work for my family. I ain't doing no damn. No, my time is my money. If you are a family member and you want some spiritual work, you gotta pay for them shits. Get it together. What is this? Is this the? Hold on. Let me see what this is. Anyway, y'all, I had to come and say that real quick. I gotta go. Every time I drop a client that makes bad decisions like that, a new client pops up every single time. Fast. It don't happen slow, it happens fast. Every single time. If your boss is so unstable that they pretty much abandon you at a bank and now you're not being put on the schedule, honey, what does that tell you? That tells you that you got to work on that person. They just may be a little unstable. They may have a few bad spirits on them. If you want to work for somebody and you want to make the money and they pay you well, however, they obviously have some fucking problems, and you're asking me to make things right for you, then what I have to do is I have to work on directly on your boss. I have to work on that person, is what I have to do. And my spirits don't work for goddamn free. They don't. So you got a problem with my spirits not working for free, then go do what you want to do then. Okay. Anywho, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, y'all. Yes, it is right now. What I am doing is I am realigning right now at this moment. And some of these clients that bring a lot of instability and bad spirits into the business constantly because they don't want to listen, because they don't want to listen, they getting cut out. I'm not dealing with clients that have bad spirits that don't want to listen. Okay. And this particular client, I cut her out before, cut her off before, and let her come back just out of the kindness of my heart because I like the lady. She's an older lady. She's very but I mean, when she get in her goddamn mood, she can be a real goddamn asshole. Sometimes I've been knowing her for years. Got a lot of love for the lady. I'm not gonna deal with that. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get this work done for my group, for my Yule group. Okay. And I gotta ante everybody up and get my list together and stuff for the Yule group. So I gotta go.